Alright guys, so today is currently December 17th, 2025, and today I took shorts on NQ, which did result in a break even. I did re-enter, or I guess I attempted to re-enter, however, the past couple of days, Top Step has been acting very weird. Like their servers would just shut down, and it would really suck because it would prevent me from trading. I actually re-entered for shorts, but the order never went through because I guess their server's disconnected, right? And, had that order went through, it actually would have played out, but unfortunately it didn't. I refreshed my screen and I couldn't even access the platform anymore. So that really sucks. And yeah, I mean, it's nothing, there's nothing I can really do, right? Like it's out of my control. I know these things do happen, but it really sucks that it's happened 2 days in a row. But besides that, let's just get straight into the charts. So as you can see here on the hourly, we do have this hourly fair value gap right over here, right? Along with that, we do have the sweep and a lot of resting sell side liquidity here. We got London lows, Tokyo lows, and then all of these lows down here. Now, I actually didn't expect price to come all the way down here just because there was no news today. So my initial draws were just like this low up here and potentially these lows down here. Price also started rejecting off the hourly, so that was honestly a great additional confluence to continue shorts. And then on the 15-minute, we did have a fair value gap up here that price decided to also reject off of as well. And on top of that, this is like a displacement lower, or I guess change of character, and then displacement, fair value gap creation, and rejection off the fair value gap, right? So I didn't actually take the first trade on my Express Funded accounts. Obviously, if I did, it would have played out because the idea was basically, sorry, let me mark out market open right here. Right over here, right? So at this point, there's a resting sell side here, and I'm looking for price to take out these lows and potentially come all the way down to London lows right here, right? And even Tokyo lows down here. Let me go over to the Express Funded accounts here. I was trading on 2 and we made a total of like less than $40, right? Like 36 bucks on the day. Don't get me wrong, profit is still profit, but that's essentially break even. So basically, overall, I'm looking for price to continue lower, right? So right over here, after we swept these first initial lows, I did want to see price displace more past this fair value gap over here. And once we got below that, that's when I was like, okay, maybe we can actually start pushing even lower to the London, or sorry, not the London, like Tokyo lows, right? And so right over here, it honestly really sucks because I think this one was the risk to reward on this was kind of messed up. It was here initially, but then I decided to target the low instead of just 250, right? So right over here, I see price come lower and then price pushes all the way back up here, right? At this point, I'm like, okay, maybe I'll wait. And then once I see the second candle come down here, that's when let me see here. Sorry, actually, I took the entry at 9:40. Yeah, 6:40 my time, right? We take an entry, and my stop loss was a 1-to-1. I actually almost got stopped out here, and then price decides to push back lower again, which I'm like, that's great, right? And once price did actually come down here again, it was very close to my TP. And at this point, I actually moved my stops to break even. And unfortunately, it went all the way up, stopped me out, and then went straight to my TP and even lower, right over here. So that was that trade. Honestly, it really sucks. Like so many times we were very close to TP, but then obviously it just hits our break even and continues displacing lower without us. So that was that trade. Honestly, it is what it is, right? I wasn't going to revenge trade and get all emotional. But on top of that, Top Step was also bugging, so there's really nothing I could have done. And once price actually did continue lower here, I did try to enter in again for shorts, but it won't even show in the history here. Yeah, 46. Yeah, right over here. After I got stopped out, I actually did re-enter again for another entry, but like I said, the trade never went through. As you can see right over here, there's no execute price. The status doesn't even say filled. So that just never went through, right? It actually I'm pretty sure this trade would have played out. How do I don't even remember the price, but I just remember my TP being like something like this. Like that would have hit, which really sucks. But you know what? It is what it is, guys. We're not down on the day. We broke even. In fact, we're up like a little bit, which a little goes a long way. Although $18 isn't that much, but it is what it is, right? It's better than taking a massive L and then having to deal with all this Top Step nonsense. I know a lot of people are hating on Top Step right now, and don't get me wrong, like I understand why, because obviously their platform isn't working, and it's costing the traders it's costing them money essentially, right? They're paying money to use a platform and it's not working, which it really sucks. It's definitely frustrating. Yeah, I just hope Top Step is still going to come out of this alive, right? Like I didn't get these 2 express funded accounts for nothing, right? I've been with Top Step for a long time, and I still need to get my payout from them, right? So until then, I just hope they stay alive. Anyways, guys, that'll pretty much be it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And for those of you who are on the same journey as me, we got this, right? No matter how many times we get kicked in the ass, we just have to come back, right? That's really all we can do. I know like this journey is pretty hard, especially for those of us who are suffering from like a psychology issue. I myself am like, I am struggling, right? Or I have been until recently. And I'll be honest, like after shifting my mindset from, like I said previously, shifting the mindset to, taking base hits, taking one-to-ones, and taking trades that are within your comfort risk level, right? Don't get me wrong, like some people, they're able to risk like 500, right? But to me personally, that's quite a bit, right? Like they'll be risking $500 using 5 contracts. Like, you know what? If that's how their edge works, then it works for them. But personally for me, I'm very comfortable with risking, $250 to make 250, taking one-to-ones, base hits, and just slowly compounding that over time, right? There's no need to rush it. We finally passed the combine stage, and now it's about longevity afterwards, right? It's about consistency, and once you gain that consistency, you're honestly gold. It's very possible. It's very doable, right? There are definitely some days where you might be able to get more from the trades, but taking base hits, accumulating those winning days, and taking it slow. You have all the time in the world to get a payout. There's no need to rush it, because the second you rush it, like you're just chasing money, which will lead to bad psychology, in my opinion, because that's literally what's happened to me this entire year, right? But yeah, just try to take it slow and just realize like it's okay if it takes time, right? You already got over the hard part, which is passing the combine. just slowly grow your account and get a payout and then rinse and repeat. So that's how my mindset has kind of shifted as of recently, within the past like 3 weeks maybe. And it's honestly been really great. So if you guys are one of the few, or I wouldn't say one of the few, but if you guys are struggling with psychology, I'd suggest maybe trying this out. But yeah, you know what? That's pretty much it for now. Anyways, guys, thank you again for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.